let's see how this goes. Awesome. All right, we're on. I'm at my old man's house. This is actually where I grew up. So you'll see, different stuff. Curtains haven't changed in years. That fire I love. That's the reason I love wood fires. It's keeping the house warm. All right. But what we're talking about today is mentors. That's what we're sort of getting into. So let's give it a crack. I'll just start reading, follow along, grab a pen, grab some paper, start writing some stuff down. Okay. Having a great mentor can make all the difference. A mentor can help you answer a difficult question. He or she can give advice about a tough situation, help you when you're stuck, stressed, lost, or just need someone to talk to. All right, that tells you what a mentor is. A great mentor is someone who challenges you, super important, has a positive mindset, super important, respects you. I think challenges you and has a positive mindset is more important, is more experienced in that area that they're a mentor for. So you can have mentors for like anything, right? I can have mentors for business. You can have mentors for relationships. You can have mentors for health and fitness. You can have mentors for, I don't know, sport, right? Well, whatever it is that you sort, or art or music or whatever it is that you're going for. You can have mentors for anything. Whatever the field is that you've got a mentor for, as it says there, whatever the field is, you want them to be better than you in that field. Okay? A great mentor is someone who guides you to find answers. Yes. A great mentor is someone who is available. Not always. They might not be. A great mentor is someone who provides constructive feedback. Yep. A great mentor who cheers for you is someone who cheers for your success. That's important. A great mentor is someone who is supportive. Yes, I agree with that too. Who could be your mentor? Write down the names of people who you admire and look up to. These could be people in your life or an expert you follow on social media or anyone. All right. So just write down 5 people that could be your mentors in, again, like I said, it can be any sort of field. So who's someone that could be your mentor for, let's say, I don't know who's on here, but let's go if it's a school. Let's say who could be a mentor for, let's say, maths. Right? Do you have a friend at school that's better than you at maths? When I was at school, I had a mate. His name was Tim Chow. He was such a good bloke, super chilled, calm, but incredible at maths and incredible at teaching and helping with that. He was a really big help for me. I would say that he was a mentor for me in math. In business, property. One of my mentors for investing in property at the moment. His name is Min, and he's a very, very good property developer, and he does really well. He owns a lot of property. He's crashed and gone up and crashed and gone up multiple times, so he understands the whirlwinds in it. And he helps sort of teach me the ins and outs of that. I've got a few other people that I can lean on for help with property. For emotional management, for how I'm feeling, to help myself feel better more regularly, to be able to control my emotions. Tony Robbins would be a massive mentor for me. He's not someone I have personal access to yet, but definitely not now that we're not doing live events. But his work's everywhere, and there's a lot of resources that he's got that are brilliant, and I strongly recommend him to anyone who's looking to improve their emotional state. Another mentor of mine for business would be a mate of mine called Zane, who owns a bunch of Domino's stores, but he's brilliant to talk to about business. He challenges me. He's miles ahead of where I am, but he's a good person that never sort of, anything that I'm doing, he's happy and he's like, yeah, cool, sweet, this is really, really good. All right, how can you make it bigger? What's the next step? How do you keep moving? So you want someone that's, I think the things that are really important there, someone who can probably see potential in you that you don't necessarily see. And this is why you need someone who has done more than what you're doing and is further along the journey, or is at a point in the journey that you want to get to, but you're just not there yet. That's really important, because if you're getting someone at the same level, they're just not going to push you at the same way. They'd be a great mate, or they might be a mentor in a different area of life, but for whatever it is, right, you need to find someone that's further ahead of you. And I think that's crucial. They need to be supportive of you, but they need to constantly challenge you to be better. That I think good mentors are really, really good for that. So yeah, why do you look up to the mentors you have? So for each of those 5 that you've written down, hopefully you've written them out. If you haven't written them down, get a pen and write, because it helps. For each of those 5 people, why is it that you look up to them? And this would be probably where you start to work out what's the attribute that they have, or what's the skill that they have that I want them to mentor me for. So is it for school? Is it for a subject at school? Is it for sport? Is it for university? Is it for business? Is it for health? Is it for relationships? Is it for emotions? Is it for, like, what is it? Right? Why is it that you look up to them? And this is another good one. So for each of those 5, write down those things and make sure you're clear on why you look up to them and why they'd be a mentor. And then for each 5, you want to answer this question. If you could ask them any question, what would it be? Okay, so these are the sections here. Why do you look up to them? If you could ask them any question, what would it be? Cool. Write those down. For me, let's look at I need a YouTube mentor. That's one of the things that I need. I need someone who's quite successful at YouTube and doing really, really well, and someone to mentor me in this and how to do it. There's a few people I follow, and I just listen to what they say and I'm doing it, but I'd love to have a mentor for this. So the person that I'd love to mentor me is a guy that I follow, and I love his work when he talks about finances and money and investing. But he's also very successful in his YouTube practice. His name's Jordan Cameron. So I'd love him to be a mentor of mine. And what I would ask him, I would say, how do I get this channel to grow and be as big as it possibly can be in the shortest time possible? What are the shortcuts that I can take? How do I make it happen faster? Tell me what to do, and then boom, go and do it. I've got to organize a conversation with him. So that would be the question that I ask him. How do I get the results as fast as possible? Yeah, because he'll have a lot of insights because he's already done it, right? And he's got, 320,000 subscribers now because he's already got there, and he got there in a pretty quick, short period of time. He's a great person to ask about how to do it because he's better than me. He's done a lot better, right? I'm just starting, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to be beneficial or not, but you do it. I don't know what this is. Sidestep. Create a playlist for your life. Create a playlist. Okay, so I guess this is a creative exercise. Songs, I guess. Is that why it says sidestep? I find that weird. I like the idea of mentors. Okay, well, let's do this. If you've written down your thing, then the next bit's a sidestep. Create a playlist for your life. So I assume this is just favorite songs that you've got. If you're still going on the mentors thing, go on it. But if I'm just going to talk just a little bit more on the mentors thing, then I'll go through this exercise. It depends on sort of the person you are. If you're someone who wants to improve and grow and become a lot better, whatever it is, then mentors are brilliant. If you're content with where you are, if you're happy with how your life is, and you're not really into big change, you're not really worried about chasing heaps of different things, that's cool. It's not a problem. It's not a bad thing. Most people are like that, and believe me, it's a lot easier to live like that than to try and be in my head and constantly looking to improve and find new ways to do things. This is tiring. Like, even just doing, I'm exhausted. I've got 500 push-ups to do still today to hit my 1,000 because I'm doing 1,000 push-ups in a day. I don't know why, but I just am. And I'm doing these videos because I want to build this channel to sort of work towards bigger goals that I've got. But my mind is constantly, I dream about this stuff. Like, I don't turn off. So don't think you have to be like that. You definitely don't. It's tough. It's exhausting sometimes. It's incredibly invigorating because I'm very excited about what I do and I'm passionate about it, clearly. But it is draining. So if you're not like that, mentors aren't as important. But what I would suggest, even if you're not super inclined to go and get a mentor or go and, excel enormously at these things or anything like that, whatever the areas in your life are that are most important to you, get a mentor there. So if you're a parent, get a mentor that can help you improve your parenting skills. And it's not to say that you're a bad parent. It's just to say, okay, can I show up as a better version of this? Can I become a better parent to my children? Can I become a better example for my children? So find someone who's the sort of image or the style that you'd like to be more like, and then ask them to help you. Like, that's a really cool thing to do. If you're in a relationship or you want a relationship and that's something that's really important to your life, good idea to get a mentor for relationships. If you plan on living a long time, then you need and you want to have a life that you can physically engage in and be excited by and be passionate about and have energy. And even if you don't want a lot of energy, but if you just want a bit, you want to actually be consistent with that, probably get someone who can mentor you in health and well-being. Doesn't have to be anything drastic, but they can help enormously. I'd just work out what the most important areas are in your life, the things that are going to give you the most happiness, and get a mentor for that. It changes the game. It really does, and it'll move you so much faster from where you are now to where you want to be, really, really quickly. Just make sure the person that you're getting advice from or that's mentoring you is where you want to be or further ahead. Okay, so you got to be clear on that first. Right, sidestep. This is just a random exercise. I don't really know what it is. It's not something I do. It's probably more for the artsy guys, which is fine. Create a playlist for your life. So I'm assuming you just write down a bunch of songs that represent your life. I've already got a bunch of playlists that I write down for me and different things. But what are some songs that, I don't know, I guess invigorate you, represent your life? Break My Stride's a big one for me. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. That's a big one. You're the Best, which was on the Karate Kick films. It's like, you're the best around. That is like my go-to. I love that song because I loved that movie. And I was into martial arts a lot as a child. And that was like a massive movie when I was a kid. And that was something that I really, really loved. And so that song's really stuck with me. Break My Stride is, I think that's one. I don't know where I got that one. Break My Stride. There's another one. There's a few. I don't know. I've got them written down. But yeah, write down a playlist and listen to it. Or what I think would be a better one is write down a playlist of the life that represents the life that you want or that you wish you had. Because then you've got this auditory drilling of priming. I don't know, coding. I'm missing the word at the moment, but it's like drilling into this idea that it can help. So it's like pulls you forward to the life that you want by creating a playlist of the songs that represent the life that you would like. One of the things with a lot of music is, Jesus, so much music is like so depressing and so upsetting, and everyone's singing about how bad everything is and all this heartbreak and all these bad stuff. And it's all well and good because you feel like you're relating to the person at the time, but it's not necessarily moving you forward. It's just repeating all the bad stuff that's happened. I make a really conscious choice not to listen to that stuff. So all my music, people listen to it, like, it's a bit weird, but it feels good, pumps me up. So, all right. Draw or sketch the cover to your playlist. So what I would say here is draw an image, pick some songs that represent the life that you have or the life that you want, and then draw the cover to that life or that playlist. So this is designing the sort of vision for your life, and I think that's a really good exercise. So go and do that. I'm a little bit over, but here we are. I'm gonna go. I've got 500 push-ups to do, so I'm gonna crack them out, and maybe I'll do 100 while you're on, just so you know that I'm not lying when I'm talking about this. So let's go. There, beautiful, on the floor. Let's go, 100 push-ups. All right, I've got wide ones now. 50 there. That's 70. I've got 30 to go. And then that's 400 left for the day. Whew. So just crack these out. By the way, being able to do this doesn't happen overnight. This takes time. But when I started, in a day I couldn't do 150. Doing a bit better now. 30 to go. Oh, good Lord. Right. Ow. That's my 100 in a little over a minute, which is all right. But go do it, make it happen. Whatever it is that you want, boom. Go do it. See you guys, I'm out. Whew.